Hello everyone, how are you all doing? You okay? It's been a while since I've been sitting having a chat to YouTube. It's the beginning of September 2025. How are you all getting on with your synchronicities? I've had a lot of synchronicities this week, but I've forgotten to do the photos. Forgotten to take photos. Also, I deleted my Instagram account because somebody tried to hack into my Instagram and join my Instagram to Facebook, and I don't do Facebook. So there's a deleted Facebook account out there somebody's hacked. And because of what I believe, I shouldn't even be talking about this, right? The law of attraction, the more you put out there, the more you're creating for yourself. But here we are, just by way of explanation. So I might have to start a new Instagram account. Anyway, I had this idea that I noticed. It's either a really stupid idea or a really genius idea. Let me know how you feel about this. You know, when you're coming to an end of a task and you're about to finish a task, like you're doing a job and you're about to come to the end of it, have you ever noticed you get interrupted? Have you ever noticed how you get interrupted just when you come to the end of a task? I noticed that because I've noticed that, and I've also noticed that I've learned to say, I just need another 2 minutes, I just need 5 minutes, just give me 5 minutes, and then I stop and I finish the task instead of rushing off and being disturbed and being distracted by someone. Because obviously, it's a really common thing that people with ADHD, people who believe they've got ADHD, or people who've got ADHD traits, right, tend to not finish tasks, tend to wander off mid task. But I've noticed this very specific thing of being disturbed or disrupted 2 minutes to go. Right, I've had it happen to me a few times this week, even, and I've noticed. So now I've recognised that that's a thing that happens in my life. Let me know if you've noticed it happens in your life. Let me know if you've managed to overcome that by putting in that boundary of, I just need a few more minutes. Because honestly, I'm starting to really pay attention to this dark and light, this good and bad, this evil and good aspects of people, and quite possibly, thinking about the spiritual and thinking about what could be around us influencing us. Think about all the times when you make a mistake and you do the wrong thing and you just have a thought in your mind and then you take the wrong path. But what's to say that other people aren't also being influenced in order to disturb us and distract us from our paths and our stories, things that we have to do? I'm just thinking about it from a spiritual point of view, from the possibility we have to open our minds up to this potential that we have got entities around us, good and bad, that are fighting this war for our soul and for our lives. And it just occurred to me, why is it usually I get disturbed or people contact me or want something from me just before I get to the end of a job? Not when I'm slap bang in the middle of it, not when I'm 3/4 of the way through, but just enough so that I go, oh yeah, okay, yeah, I can do that. I'll come back to this later because I've only got this little bit. And then I don't come back to it. And I don't get that feeling of satisfaction that I've finished the job. So let me know. Let me know. Let me know, dear lovely people out there, how you feel about endings and what would stop you from finishing things. Obviously, a lot of people don't like endings, do they? A lot of people will come up with a valid reason not to experience an ending. Because for some people, a feeling of completion also feels like an ending. And if you've got an experience of endings in your life that are painful, it makes sense that you would avoid the endings, right? Let me know what you think about that idea. Take care. Bye for now.